at the end of the day, like the human experience comes down to like accountability and how we take responsibility of ourselves, of our thoughts, of our actions. Like, at the end of the day, when all the screens are off, you're left with yourself, and it's up to you to survive. It's a very like person by person thing, but also you can't, there isn't one way to do things. The fact that we are conscious means that we were at some point in time, you know, created from an original source of consciousness, which kind of gets you into ideas of like Akashic records and like how our consciousness is like all connected. When we imagine something, when we think of something, we're seeing in our mind's eye something that exists, not necessarily here, but it exists in time. And then manifestation is the process of, you know, visualizing said thing or seeing something and then taking the action to, bring that down from thought into life. And so for me, like God is, that connection to whatever sort of thought form is. If I also believe that there is no difference between me and God, that we are the same experience, then truly God would just want to live happily, meaning I need to find what works for me, and that pleases God because it pleases me. But it pleases me in a way where I actually feel happiness, and happiness that comes from a space of loving myself first and then kind of carrying it forward from there. Like appreciating oneself, and then there's just you and your thoughts. And there's one experience is the life in front of you, and the better you get at becoming present, and kind of every thought cycle is a cycle that will just take you back to the present once you escape it. Depression is just a thought cycle that has been developed over many years, and it is many, many, many beliefs that are piling on top of one another that are all very negative. And getting out of depression is actually healing through those traumas and taking the time to, become more peaceful with yourself. That's what it is to me.